Hey, and welcome back. Guess what? It's Father's Day weekend. That means we need to cook something for dear old Dad. Dad wants steak. But you know, we can cook steak a lot of ways, but I think these steak quesadillas that we're going to make on the Blackstone Griddle today are going to be just the thing he's going to be looking for, and maybe the thing he didn't expect to get. He'll enjoy it either way. Now, it's not going to take a lot of ingredients to impress Dad. I mean, just a few simple things thrown together will make a delicious meal. Now, there's a lot of variations you can do to this. You know what your dad likes. At least you should know what your dad likes. If you don't, shame on you. But make it the way he likes it. I mean, you see what I'm using here. Very simple things. What I like. I'm the dad. So I'm making it my way. But make it however you like it. And by the way, leave it in the comments down below how you change it up, what you would put in it, what you take away from it, just how you would make these. I love to know the variations that y'all do out there in Griddle Nation. Love that. I went ahead and fired up the Blackstone, got it going on medium, getting ready to cook these quesadillas. Because honestly, it won't take these long at all, and dear old Dad will be eating his meal in no time, and he'll be happy and have a great day. And I don't think no present you buy him is gonna top these quesadillas. If it does, let me know. But now, before we head over to that griddle and see if it's ready to cook on, we got to get ready to cook. We got to prepare these steaks, y'all. So let's move some of this stuff here out of the way and get these beautiful, beautiful steaks going. Now, first thing, you got to make sure they're dry. You don't want that water on them steaks. So get you a good paper towel, just kind of dry them off. All right, so that brings me to a good point. Two quick tips about doing steaks on the Blackstone. One is be sure to dry the steak off before you put it on the griddle because that water will steam the steak. The other is make sure the steak's up to room temperature before putting them on the hot griddle. But right now, we need to finish getting these steaks ready. We're gonna add a little bit of oil to them and the table. Just kind of rub that oil in right there. Make sure you get all the sides. Get a good coating in oil here. There we go, like that there. Looking pretty good, pretty good. One dirty hand, one clean hand. Remember that. Let's hit it with some Essential blend. Now, there's a lot of steak seasonings out there. By all means, use what you prefer. I love this Essential blend on a lot of stuff, including steaks. Blackstone makes it, some great stuff. Let's give it a good coating here. Make sure to get down in the cracks and crevices because you want flavor everywhere. I'm going to tell you what, this Essential blend is already smelling delicious, smelling so good. Now, what you can do a lot of times is just kind of move the meat around on the edges on that board, the seasoning that fell over, and as you see, it puts the seasoning on the edge of the steak. Or if you want to, you can just kind of season the edge like this, however. But I think that's pretty good right there. So now we can go over to the griddle and see if it's ready to cook on. So now we got the steaks all ready for the party. Let's throw down a little bit of oil and get them veggies going. I think we'll get them going over here. Let's throw them onions on there and some bell peppers. And I think I'm gonna add some of that Essential blend to them too. There we go. And just give it a good stir. Now let's go ahead and throw them steaks on there. If you notice, I didn't put any oil or anything else down on the griddle. That oil from that steak, or the oil that's on that steak, will do the searing for me. But right now, I wish you could just smell that Essential blend on these steaks right now, along with these peppers and onions that are going over here. Man. This is what Father's Day should smell like right here. So while them steaks are going, let's just come in here and kind of give our veggies a stir real quick. Now, I'm trying to cook these steaks to about a medium rare. That's where I want these things at. And there again, cook them where you want them. If you want them rare, if you want them well done, I wouldn't recommend well done, but if that's where you want them, you do you. Cook them like you like. Now, something else I want to mention is I will flip these steaks several times because they are really thick steaks. So I'll flip several times to get the internal temp where I want it without burning the outside of it. All right, these steaks have been cruising, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes now. Let's go ahead and give them a flip and see what they look like. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful looking steak right there. Now that is the type of crust, kind of sear, I was really wanting to get on these steaks. Let's check on these veggies now. Oh yeah, starting to get a little char on them, just a little bit. They're starting to soften up. Won't be long, all this is gonna come together right nicely. Now, like I said earlier, I'm trying to get the medium rare on these things. I know a lot of people's like, you know, close your fist, feel, that's how you tell the steak's done. I can't do that. I ain't gonna lie, I can't do that. I rely on one of these, a little temperature probe. I have a Blackstone back there. The batteries are dead, so I went and got my backup from the house. Look, they make these tools for a reason. Use them to your advantage. Let's see what the temp is on the steak right now. $107. That says 111. We're trying to get about a 130, 135-ish temp. This steak here, I feel like will be done quicker. Yes, it's at 135 on that side. 131, yeah. Okay, one steak is getting closer to being done though, so I'm gonna go ahead and just slide it over to the side, let it cook a little slower than the thicker one. So let's move you over here. Well, while we're moving it, let's check that sear. Oh, look at that, look at that. Yeah, buddy. Looking good. Stir these veggies now. Oh, look at the char on them veggies, y'all. Now I did say I'll flip these steaks a couple times, so I think it's time to give them a flip. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Man, yeah. I just checked the temperature on these steaks. They're where I want them, but we still got a little pink around the edges I want to get done. So a good way to get rid of that is take it and just kind of prop it up on the edge of the griddle, like that there. That'll help sear them edges. Or you can sit there and just hold it like that for a couple minutes, kind of press down, however you want to do it. You just get a good sear all around them edges and fat caps and everything else. So there's actually two ways, you know, you can sear the edges of the steak. One is stand here and hold it like I'm doing, or the other is just put it over here on the edge like this and let it hold itself. Either way, works great. Look at that sear you're getting on that edge now. Get the other side on this fat cap. We can't forget to flip this one too now. See there, look at that cooking on that edge. So now these steaks are where we want them. We got to take them up, set them on the cutting board, let them rest about 5 minutes so. Then we'll cut them up and start building these quesadillas. I don't know about you, but these are pretty. I guess you could put this on a quesadilla like it is, right? Just it'd be a thick quesadilla. I don't know if I'd be too mad about it if you serve me one like that. But let's cut this up like they need to be. Save that for me. Let's see how it looks on the inside here. It's actually a little dunner than I wanted, but I think it'll be okay. We'll be okay with that. It's got a little pink left in there. We're gonna make this work. That's a lot of steak right there. Let's get this other one cut up. Yeah. It's a little bit more done than my preference, but that's okay. Sure does smell good though. Whew. Wow, tastes even better. These are gonna turn out great. So now let's just come in here. You can just kind of cut it up in bite-sized pieces, however y'all want to do it. You can leave them in strips like that, just whichever. I think for my palate, I kind of want them chunked up like this. Now we're only making 3 quesadillas today, so I don't think I'm gonna need to cut up all this steak. But now, if you're cooking for the whole family, making a Father's Day meal for the whole family, cut it all up. Nothing else, serve some of the steak on beside the quesadilla. That's not a bad idea. I may just do that. Presentation would be amazing. We're gonna try that. Let's cut that much up right there. Like we said, we'll leave all this over here. If we need more, we'll have it. But right now, we have all this beautiful steak. Uh-oh, I got a piece I forgot to cut up over here. We have all this beautiful steak right here to make quesadillas out of. Let's get to building some quesadillas. So now, all we gotta do is put them together, put them back on the griddle, kind of toast them up, plate them up, and make Dad happy. So grab you a big old tortilla. Flour, corn, let me know below. I prefer to go with flour for something like this. Corn, street tacos, flour, quesadillas. My preference. Let's see here. Let's go down with a good amount of cheese here, because I like cheesy quesadillas. Good amount of cheese. Let's see here. Let's go with a good bit of this steak right through here, because I like a lot of steak on my quesadillas too. And some peppers and onions. Gotta have the peppers and onions. Yes, sir. Now, there's one more secret ingredient. It'd be good like it is. I ain't gonna lie. One more ingredient, though, we gotta have. That's this chimichurri. Love me some chimichurri. If I can get it to come out of the bottle, it'll be even better. Come on. Probably gonna glub out all at one time here. Well, do like ketchup bottle. Come on. Come on. Find a way to get out the bottle. The old fork trick. There we go. Get some of that out the bottle there. Find me a plastic fork. Hey, whatever you got to do to make Dad happy, you know? Whatever you got to do. So now, we will just take it, and fold that up, and press it down. And there's one ready for the griddle. Let's make these other two up the exact same way. We'll put them on the griddle. There you go. Now we can take these back over to the griddle. So now we got the quesadillas all trayed up. They're not plated up, they're trayed up. Let's get them on the griddle and toast them up. Man, them are some huge quesadillas. As you see, this griddle is still screaming hot. So it won't take long at all to get these toasted up. Man, these things are gonna taste so good. I mean, look at all that goodness. It's trying to peek out of that one right there. Yes, sir, buddy. About time to flip them. Let's give them a quick flip. We don't want to burn them. We don't want Dad eating a burnt quesadilla. Look at that. Look at that. Uh-oh. Yes, sir. We about got them, didn't we? We about burned them. Ooh, we almost ruined Father's Day. That's kind of toasty. We'll keep a closer check on this other side. Yeah. Uh-oh, come on, flip over. That's a little better there. Let's check this one here. Come here, you. A little more on that one. A little more on that one. Flip these back over. Yeah, a little more toasty than I wanted, but that's okay. I still think they're gonna be okay. All right, let's go ahead and take these things up, plate them up, and go show Dad. Well, they didn't turn out perfect, but that's okay, because Dad's been around you for a little while, and he knows not to expect perfect every time. At least my dad did anyhow. You did your best. That's all he ever asked for. And trust me, I think these are gonna be just fine. I say we cut one open, kind of quarter it up, leave the other two whole, plate it up, and make it look really, really good. Let's just cut this one up here. What you think? I think this one here would be a good one to cut up. Kind of do it like this right here. Yes, sir, Bob. There we go. But before we actually plate it up, I mean, look at that. How would he get mad about that? I don't think he would. Better than a tie. Let's put that there. Let's put you here. We'll kind of just stagger you around here, there, and yonder. How about that? Then we'll take some of the steak right here, because you know Dad loves that steak. One thing I'm not very good at is plating, honestly. I'm getting better, learning, I guess you say. There we go. How's that look? Looking pretty good so far. Grab some tortilla chips. Gotta have the chips. Kind of put some of these over here. Dad's eating good today. There we go. Pair it with a bowl of salsa. So now I'm gonna take a few little thumbnail pics, a couple little videos of it, and then we get to try it out. Just look at all that filling in them quesadillas right there. Oh, and he has all the steak down here he can eat too, along with these chips and that salsa. Yes, sir. I said, it may not be perfect, but I think Dad will be happy. Well, like I said, it ain't perfect. Worst case, you eat the kind of the extra crispy one, you'll never know the difference. But right now, I got to try it out. Son, that ain't made no difference, I promise you. That, no crunch to it. Oh, that's good. Man, the essential blend on that steak, and that steak is just so tender right now. Oh, that's so good. The essential blend on that steak, perfect choice for this right here. Like I said, that New York strip steak I think was a good choice. It's really tender. It's perfectly done like I like it. Got a good chew to it. It's just so good. Peppers and onions just really ramp up the flavor. Then you add that cheese, but then that chimichurri really comes through. It's not overpowering. It just gives it that just perfect taste to make these, unlike any other quesadilla I've ever had, actually. These are really good. Man. I gotta make some more. Dad wants more of these. At least once a week. At least once a week. Like I said, pair it with some chips and salsa. Whatever else Dad may like. It don't matter. However, whatever. Let me know what you change up. Maybe put some jalapenos. Maybe some mushrooms on here. I ain't thought about that. There's so many ways you can go with this. There's so many ways you can make this and make it your own. Let me know in the comments down below. But with that, I got to go finish up my Father's Day present here, my present to myself, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please share it out. Please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here with the Crazy Acres with us. No telling what we're going to cook up. If you're looking for any adventures that we may be going on, I don't hardly ever mention this on this channel, but we do have another channel called Hanging with the Crazy Crew. Link to that channel is also down below in the description, and that's where you can find us at our theme parks and just all the other places we're going and all the things we're doing. With that, I got to head on out of here. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. So good.